everyone. Okay, so I've had a few suggestions about the past videos, specifically in that the sound quality was pretty bad, so I'm trying it a different way to see if the sound quality works. This time I actually have a mic that's attached to me, so hopefully it picks this up, and hopefully we can fix this so you all can hear me clearly. Alright, so in today's video we are going to be talking about the importance of shielding. Now, many of you have heard me talk about the spiritual foundation. I'm huge on the spiritual foundation, and shielding is a massive component of the spiritual foundation. It's actually super important no matter what spiritual path you walk on. Basically, what a shield is it is an energy that surrounds you and protects you from nefarious and harmful forces that are out there in the spiritual world. Why is this important for any path and not just the dark paths? Because when you go into the spiritual world, no matter what path you follow, there's still dark things out there. It's like being a good person doesn't always protect you from bad people. So when you go into the spiritual world, it's important to take precautions and have defenses and make sure that you're safe and sound. Really, when you start venturing into the spiritual world, no matter where you go, no matter what philosophy you believe in, there are entities out there, malicious and nefarious entities, that will be drawn to your energy. And it's just always better to have that protection. Now, as I've said, there are lots of creatures out there that can harm you. Some of these creatures, and I'm going to cover them, are astral parasites, sludge entities, and sludge feeders. Astral parasites are little kind of like worm-like creatures that live in the astral plane. They're drawn to high energy sources, which we are a high energy source. So they can be drawn to you, and if you don't have a shield to repel them, they can actually cling to you and start feeding off of you and just cause negativity and drama in your life and just make things unpleasant for you in your everyday life. So it's just good to have a shield to keep them away. Dangerous creatures also live out there, such as sludge entities and sludge feeders. These entities, I firmly believe, are responsible for a lot of the horrific possession cases that we hear about, where people are actually writhing on the floor, screaming in agony, and in some cases they die from these entities that cling to them. What sludge and sludge feeders do is they start to work their way into your energy field, very slowly, consuming your energy, until they start getting into the inner regions, and that's when they start to cause a lot of damage. This is where people have bouts of mania, they go crazy, they attack others, they say, they make incredible, nasty comments, and basically the signs of possession. So yeah, it's good to have a shield to keep those things away. Though those things, it does take them a longer time to get in. Once they do get in, they can cause an insane amount of damage, and it's just horrible for the person. So yeah, these are some of the many creatures that you have to protect yourself with. A shield. All right. A shield can also keep you safe from negative people. There are certain individuals in the world who are full of negativity, full of drama. We've all met them. I know we have. They're that person that you walk into the room and they start talking to you and you just feel drained and want to get away. This is because their energies are reacting very badly to you. An energy shield will actually keep you safe from these people. An energy shield will actually help to protect you and to bounce their energies off of you so that you don't get affected by them. So there's not just spiritual benefits to having a shield, there's also physical ones as well. An energy shield can also keep you safe from a space. There are certain energy spaces that are very negatively charged. Have you ever walked into a room and just immediately felt depressed or sad? It could be the energies in the room. A room that is not cleansed will contain remnants of sludge energy, negative energy, dark, damaging energies. And if you're not shielded, those energies will cling to you and they can hurt you really badly. So having an energy shield will keep you safe from these spaces as well. It's just a barrier to basically protect you from your environment to keep you safe and secure. Boundaries are incredibly important in the spiritual sense, the emotional sense, the physical sense, and the mental sense. Our boundaries keep us safe and they keep us secure. And they allow us to define our space and to define what happens in our space. If we don't have boundaries, we can suffer from incredible amounts of damage on all levels: spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. Anybody who's ever had the unfortunate dealings with a narcissistic personality will be able to tell you that. A narcissist violates your boundaries and basically crushes who you are. So having a shield protects you from these creatures and these beings that just want to hurt you. So, what is an energy shield? Basically, an energy shield is a specific vibration that's attuned to you to protect you, and also attuned in a frequency that's designed to keep out negative and malicious forces. Basically, anybody with the intent of harming you. When you surround yourself with this shield, it acts as a protective barrier to keep you safe and to keep all these negative forces out. It is essentially a spiritual boundary, and is your way of claiming space within yourself. It allows you to take control of your space, and it allows you to define what comes into your space. It's a very important spiritual tool to have. There are many different types of energy shields. In fact, the amount of energy shields is only limited by your imagination. But there are specific purposes for those shields. There are your shields that you should have up 24/7. These are energy shields that you surround yourself with, and they're basically programmed to constantly protect you and constantly keep out malicious energies and negative energies that have the intent to harm you. How to erect these shields is you basically, when you're creating them, you program them to stay up and to keep you safe from harm. There are also ritual shields. When you're working specific rituals, you want to cast a shield prior to that ritual. Magic ritual will create an incredible amount of energy. This will draw a lot of creatures to you, not all the creatures that you want around you. So what you want to do is you want to claim your ritual space, and you want to erect a shield around that ritual space so that you can be safe and protected during the ritual. It's also just good because then you won't have to worry about little critters or nasty creatures coming in and bothering your ritual. You have that space and you have that time to perform the tasks that you wish to with the ritual. It's very important in the beginning too, as it basically sets a standard for your ritual. It claims that space and it lets you and the deities and entities that you're working with know that this space is safe and secure and nobody will be harmed or interrupted. Then there are shields that have a specific purpose. Let's say you're worried about a black magic attack. You can actually program and design a shield so that you can repel those attacks. When you're casting the shield, what you want to do is infuse different vibrations into the shield, which act as a mirror, so that any black magic and negative attacks that hit you will bounce off of you and go back to the person that it came from. These simple shields are really good if you know that somebody's out to get you or if you know that you're in trouble. You also can program these shields to be as complex as you want. There's many different layers that you can infuse into your shield and many different vibrations. Like I said in the beginning, really your imagination is the limit. A lot of people start with a basic shield, like the white light shield, which is basically calling in the divine white light and allowing it to surround your body and your energies to keep out anything that wishes to harm you. It's a very simple shield, but it's a very effective shield, and it's often the foundational starting point of shield development. As you go and learn more about shields and energies, you can infuse different colors, you can infuse different items, you can infuse different frequencies. Like some people like to use blues or reds and infuse those energies like red energy, fire energy, so that anybody who wishes to harm you, who gets close to you, gets burned. You can also use chaotic energies, which surround you and protect you and cause chaos to anybody that tries to harm you. So there's lots of different and creative ways that you can program your shield. Some people like to infuse visual vibrations into their shields, like swords and daggers, that allow them that added protection, so that anybody who wishes to harm them, they get struck down by the sword. There's a lot of really creative things you can do, and I really suggest that you seek out images and symbols that resonate and align with you in crafting your shield. It's the more it resonates with you and the more you can kind of get behind it, how you can get excited about it, get passionate about it, the stronger your shield will be. You can also add elements to your shield. Elements such as earth, fire, air, and water. By adding these elements to your shield, you can call on them in times of need as well. Like if you're under attack, you can call on the element of fire to amplify your shield and seek out the targets and burn them. This is especially good if you're under an attack from astral parasites, as sometimes they like to swarm people. And if you wash over them with fire, you'll obliterate them. Really, spiritual shields are so important to our foundation, and they're so diverse. It's incredible. I suggest that anybody on a spiritual path learn about shielding and also learn about themselves and what shield will best benefit them. We have a little booklet on our website. I'm going to include the link below. It's an introduction to shielding booklet. It's only 5 pages long, and it basically just covers the basics of shielding and also gives you a starting ground. Obviously, you can grow and develop it from there, but it's just to help you out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe below. And if you want to check out more of my writings and our work as a coven, please come join our website. It's www.satanandsons.com. That's Satan and Sons with a U. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!